Y'all know it's BC. Anything for Clarence don't make sense. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Now, when CJ So Cool was on the Say Cheese channel, he talked about how he met royalty and got in a little bit more intricately about the details. Let's get right into the video.
So, okay, you get kicked out, you're back in Las Vegas, and what's next after that? Like, are you already with royalty?
No. That situation's so crazy. You sure you want to hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, man, we're going to jump into it. I don't know. I think I told the story before, but I really don't remember, so I'm going to get into it. Well, I was dealing in the casino in Las Vegas, and like I said, I was very efficient. I was a great dealer, but I
Wait, and this was before your YouTube?
way before YouTube, yeah. Way
Okay,
before YouTube.
okay, cool.
I was so fast at dealing that what they like to call the RPM was going over the roof. You're supposed to deal slow so that the person loses slow and they don't end up winning fast. So the way the casino is set up, they have a bunch of old people dealing so slow and taking your money so slow. They're not having fun. It's all boring. And then I came in and I speeded up everything to get the losses out the way so they can get to the winnings. And once they saw those camera footage, they said, hold on, you're cheating at gaming. So the casino took me to jail for 3 days. I got out on my own recognizance only because I had no record. Still have no record. So the judge let me out. He says, you're 25 and you're black with no record. I'm gonna let you out on your own recognizance. I didn't even know what that word meant because I had never gotten in trouble. So I got out of jail, did community service, stayed out of trouble for a year, and the 3 would have been felonies. They disappeared. So after the felonies disappeared, that's when the girl I was with at the time, well, before the felonies disappeared, I'm sorry. When the felonies were hanging over my head, the girl I was with at the time, she literally just kicked me to the curb. So before I get into that, my boy Bandman Kevo, I would like to give him a shout out because he was telling me things that I should have already known based off my actual experiences, but I'm not living by my experiences. I'm just living by sight and not by faith, basically. So let me get back into the situation. The girl.
Now I gotta stop right there. The same Bandman Kevo and Big Folk, the video I did before, how they literally was outing you, spreading your personal to the world, the people that don't even need to know. See, this is just sad to me because at the end of the day, you kept bigging up an individual who didn't have your best interest at heart. He wanted to see you fail. You had a nuclear family structure that you didn't need anything else. But they tried to throw in the little extra, the little ad libs, and guess what ended up happening? Now he's in the position he's in now.
Girl, she had a nice job. She had her own money, her own condo, her own car. She didn't need me at all. So once she saw I didn't have that job anymore, she kicked me to the curb. And when she did that, I started taking my last little checks, going to the club, and I was looking for the come up. I'm not gonna lie, I was acting like what girls act like. See, people think it's only girls that do it. Dudes do it too. Sometimes we all look for a handout because that's the easy way out. So I looked for the easy way out, went to the club, got.
Look, yeah, no shame in this game. No shame. But I said I took the easy way out. I want to do exactly what these females are doing. Go out, get the done, whatever, put on the outfits, the lace fronts, the fake shit, just so they can attract somebody to fall for the nonsense. A sucker, basically. A simp. Let's get right.
Got a little nice little Perry Ellis suit. I'm in there looking like a football player, and out of nowhere, here comes Royalty Mom. She says, my daughter thinks you're handsome. Now I'm shocked because I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at Royalty Mom like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted her. And then she says, my daughter.
Let me just stop right there. You see the way he said he wanted Royalty's mom. Now you know in that video that he made when he said, when I come to your mama house, I'll be in your mama mouth. Remember that? Hey, I think he always had a fetish for Royalty Mama. You know what I'm saying? I believe that.
Daughter, I'm going, wait a minute, you got a kid in a club? So I turn and see Royalty looking like a little, skinny little model. I'm like, damn. So I got on with Royalty that night. And then like 2 days later, I stole my girl's car, my current girl's car, who I was with at the time, drove to Royalty's mom's house because Royalty she was in a relationship. So Royalty's really bogus because she was in a relationship with the father of her 3 kids, snuck out to meet me.
I'm going to stop right there at the end of the day. And this story is confirmed on both sides. So it's not just CJ saying this. It's, Royalty has before in the past. One thing I will say, do not glorify this type of behavior. I know a lot of people always be biased because they care for someone. That's fine. But just because you have a family member or somebody that you like or you idolize, doesn't mean you're supposed to agree with everything about their lifestyle. That's just being the angry mob, following the crowd. Have your own mindset, your own perspectives, have your own morals and ethics, right? So as you look at that situation, Royalty did basically go home and lay down with CJ that very same night she met him. That is not a good thing. And I have daughters. I don't expect my daughters to, partake in that type of behavior. That to me is disgusting. And for CJ So Cool as a man, that's disgusting too. You don't know nobody background, their health. They ain't show you no paperwork. That's not how you're supposed to live your life. But if anybody try to vouch that, that is nonsense. Now, did everything work out and they was able to, excel in life? That's a one-off situation. Things do not happen like this. Like I said before, things do not occur like this. So you can't take one-off situations that typically end bad. I'm talking about end with STDs and all types of nonsense. You don't ever want to partake in something like that.
At her mom's house, we did our thing, and then I overslept. See, that's why I messed up. My phone had 100 missed text messages. The girl's blowing me up. She had to go to work. She had 2 jobs, a day job, a night job. I stole her car. She can't go to work. So now what happens is the next day, when I
Nigga
wake up, I
slimy,
find out
bro.
she's changed the locks and she's threw all my stuff out her condo.
And she had the
So
right
now
thing
I'm,
to do.
pacing around. What do I do? What do I do? I have no fallback plan.
And that girl was right to do that because that's some slimy shit. And at the end of the day, you got to really look at morals, right? When somebody can do something like steal a girl's car to go see another woman, you got to understand. Looking at how he acts now and the things that he has done, come on, man. The Bible says, "Know a man by his fruits." You know how somebody act by the actions that they partake in the past, about the things that they have done in their past. That's how you know somebody.
So that's when I entrusted in Royalty, and she actually extended her invitation. It was her mom. Her mom extended the invitation and said to Royalty, "You need to leave your baby daddy behind because he's not nothing. You've been with him 10 years, and you need to give CJ a chance because I can see something in CJ."
Now, one thing I am going to say, when he said that was nasty work, the way Royalty stepped out on her baby daddy to mess with CJ So Cool, that is nasty work. If you don't want to be with somebody, let them know. I'm pretty sure if y'all in a relationship or you're in a current relationship or you had a past relationship, you know damn well that if somebody was to step out on you, you would rather have them tell you that they don't want to deal with you anymore. You don't want to just find out and then that person just leave you for that individual. Mind you, she had 3 kids with Jamie. So CJ kind of coming in and literally living with the girl so quick, regardless if he's a deadbeat or not, it just kind of, it was really fast. It was quick. So regardless of the fact, he still has kids with her. So that separation still was a hard pill to swallow. You just got to look at it from that point of view.
That's what her mom said to her. They didn't know I had the felonies. They didn't know about any of that because it all happened so
Because it was too
fast. I
fast.
met
Like
him in
I
the club
said,
2 days
too
later.
damn
I'm there.
fast.
The next day, I'm homeless.
It's too damn
So we
fast.
went there together. I get all my stuff, put it in Royalty's mom's car. We go back to Royalty's mom's house, and that's why I stayed for the next year. I didn't go outside. Actually, I'm lying. I walked her kids to school every day. I became the world's greatest stepdad. I was taking her kids to school, things that the real father would never do. I was looking for jobs. I was literally in the library every day, filling out applications, going to the interviews, passing the interviews, but then they seen the pending felonies and they weren't hiring me.
Now I'm going to stop right there. At the end of the day, like I said, Jamie was a deadbeat dad. He probably didn't do nothing right by his kids to make sure that it was okay. Royalty obviously was still staying with her mom, so it wasn't like he was out there grinding, doing what he had to do. And it proves it because throughout time, he never even reached out to his children until literally CJ and Royalty got big. But it's still nasty work. It doesn't excuse somebody's behavior. You don't do evil for evil. If you don't want to deal with somebody, kick them to the curb. Tell them they don't benefit you. You're not, contributing to the kids' mental health and growth or nothing like that. Spirituality. Separate. Don't do somebody dirty because you don't like them. Because you don't got to do evil for evil. Just move on. Don't be conniving. Don't be sneaky. Don't be mischievous. Move on with your life. But let me know what you guys think about in the comments about this whole situation. Like I said, you got to know people by their fruits. And later on, you'll see sometimes relationships end how they begin. If they begin in a way that was unhealthy, unfruitful, they will end unfruitful. And I'm up out of here.